everybody, it's Brian Shannon from alphatrends.net. Today is Wednesday, the 16th of December, 2020, and the market did finish with a gain here today. We're getting a little bit stretched, but as we know, the 20-day moving average is where we did hold and find buyers earlier or late last week, and that's also this prior band of resistance. So as long as we remain above that, I'm looking at this market as innocent until proven guilty. We are going to continue to give the benefit of the doubt to the buyers. I will get cautious when we're below the 5-day moving average and wait for price confirmation before I get involved in new individual stocks based on their own merits. But again, you just don't fight this big of an uptrend. It doesn't make any sense at all. The Nasdaq is at a new all-time high. It's getting a little bit stretched here, so just be aware of that. The Russell 2000 came into a new all-time high but pulled back a little bit today. Nothing to be concerned about. Still above the rising 5-day moving average with higher highs and higher lows. The semiconductors are back above their 5-day moving average, and the trend remains solidly intact. This is what we're looking at as our most recent relevant higher low. As long as we're above that, again, higher highs and higher lows is the definition of an uptrend. You'd have to be a fool to fight it. The biotechs gapped higher on Monday to continue their strong performance that we've seen recently as they are into all-time high territory. So looking at a 30-minute time frame, you can see we remain above the rising 5-day moving average. And I had previously said this is where a stop should go for swing traders. I think right here is probably the place to do that. Financials, again, they're in an uptrend, but who cares? Not me. Let's talk about something interesting. The cryptos. I was talking on Wednesday. I made a special video about how I thought a break to new all-time highs was imminent, and that's exactly what we have here in Bitcoin. So, the trend remains higher here as well. Don't fight it. Litecoin is not quite to a new year high here, but it has a great looking weekly chart. So continue to look for that one to run up towards $100 a share or so. Price, $100 a coin, whatever you want to call it. They're just trading vehicles to me. And Ethereum also continues to be strong as well. So let's talk about some of the stocks that I've been mentioning recently. RVP was a good one on Monday. It did open a little bit higher. It gave a great entry point right in at $12.10. I had taken some off that first day, and then as I mentioned on Twitter, I always sell some on a breakout, so-called breakout to new highs when the stock is already extended. This one had just recently run from 9 and change to 14.50 to break out. And when they break out, and people who chase them are generally uneducated chasers, because you have to ask, where has it come from? How much energy has it absorbed? So, today we pulled right back to the month-to-date volume-weighted average price and the 5-day moving average. I'm no longer in this stock. I'll probably be looking for another entry at some point in the coming days, but not right now. I'd also put ANGI as a potential trade on here, and this one completely failed today. It gapped lower, so I'm no longer interested in ANGI. It's just too volatile, and the recent activity has been a little bit too schizo for me to really maintain an interest in. So to me, it's just a stock. I take it off the list and don't consider it. We had spoken about CYH on Friday. That one gapped up. This is why I don't chase gaps. It rallied initially, but then failed with that volume-weighted average price. I never got involved. I don't think you should be as well. Perhaps it can hold on in here and reset up, but for right now, it's not. And then this morning on Twitter, I'd mentioned GNLN. This one's got a great-looking weekly chart. Here's our volume-weighted average price from the all-time high. That would bring it up to about 7.25 or so. And today we did see a little bit of a gap higher, but it settled down very quickly. You can barely tell, but it gapped up right here, pulled back a little bit. And the problem with this stock is its average daily volume is only 468,000 shares per day. So if you're okay with stocks with lighter volume, my cutoff is 500,000 shares. Maybe this is one you're involved in. I would say if you did get involved in it, at this point, your worst case stop should go underneath this level right here.